Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Climb. By now, you know that Climb stands for care, lead, innovate, motivate, and balance. Things you do every single day in your pharmacies. Um, so, to get a better feel how Climb came about and really how RMS came about, I think it makes sense to start with a story. And that story really began back when I was 8 years old. Um, my family had a pharmacy since 1955 until just recently when my dad finally retired and sold the pharmacy to a young couple. So we're really excited and really happy that it's remaining an independent pharmacy. When I was 8, we got our first electronic cash register. And my parents love to tell the story of how I taught my grandmother and my aunt how to use it. And when I look back, I know I love teaching my whole life. And I also found that I have a passion for streamlining and optimizing processes. I'm a very operationally driven or process oriented person. So training has always been something that's important to me. And my mom and dad were really passionate about the retail side of their pharmacy. Um, when I was 8, it was about a 1,500, 2,000 square foot pharmacy. By the time I graduated from high school, it had expanded to about a 8,000 square foot pharmacy like it is today. And we were the typical small town general store pharmacy where we had everything from small appliances to school supplies, to health and beauty aids, cosmetics, games, toys, you name it, whatever the community needed. Um, and it was in that store as a kid, as a young man, as a young adult, that drove my passion for entrepreneurial business and business processes. My parents were awesome about teaching their staff how to properly merchandise, the value of end caps, moving things around, keeping things fresh and fun. They taught their team how to drive, to create a thriving front end business, and most importantly, how to adapt to ever changing business environments. And I think I'm really fortunate to have learned from some of the very best. But I didn't stay to work in the family business. Instead, in 1981, I went on to college to the United States Air Force Academy, where I received my bachelor's degree and became an Air Force pilot. I'm very proud of the 10 years of that 10 years of my life. I mean, I have some really amazing experience and stories and memories, but ultimately, my entrepreneurial passion, my passion for business and business processes won out. And after receiving my MBA, I eventually returned home to assist my family with the selection, implementation, training, and management of their very first POS system. And our pharmacy became such a power user of that technology, constantly pushing it to its limits, that NDC, National Data Corporation, which I'm sure many of you used in the past, know about, well, they asked me to come on board and head up their POS division. And at the time, NDC was widely recognized as one of the biggest and best solution providers in the pharmacy industry. But after 18 months, I believed I could really create something better. And I was really tired of battling the corporate bureaucracy. So in 1998, I left RMS to start, or I left NDC to start RMS with Brian Hillman, our director of sales. And I'm going to be introducing Brian in just a little bit. He's going to be tying up the speakers after they're done presenting, and then introducing the next speaker. So in like 22 years ago, we founded RMS, but we founded it as a training company. So we weren't even a POS company at the time. And our vision at that point was to train pharmacies how to use their point of sale systems to focus on helping them become more profitable and successful. We aim to teach people how to get the value of their POS system, regardless of their system provider. And we did that for the very first 2 years, but we quickly found that really almost no systems could provide us with the data that we needed for the concepts that we were teaching. So we pivoted. And we worked with great business partners creating the POS solution that many of you use today to unleash the full potential of our ideas. To those that are currently using our system and are here with us today, thank you very much for joining us. But today we also have a bunch of people who are not using our products and services. And we would like to welcome you as well. I'm really thrilled that you're here today to join us, because Climb is not about our POS solutions. It's about improving profitability and customer centricity. Our mission statement here at RMS is to make our clients the most profitable and customer centric in the industry. And today's presentations all revolve around that mission statement. And we're really happy to expand our mission statement today to include all pharmacies that want to be a part of Climb and want to learn. Climb is really about informing you. It's about helping you improve your profitability and customer centricity, as I've said previously, regardless of your system provider. It's about helping you improve patient outcomes. That's kind of crazy, right? A POS company talking about helping you improve patient outcomes. But that is what we're here to do today. You may not have noticed, but up to this point, I've only used the acronym POS. I haven't used point of sale because we don't refer to ourselves as a point of sale company. We really consider ourselves to be a point of service company. And while that may seem like a bit of wordplay, we consider it a philosophy that drives our innovation. So let me talk a little bit about that philosophy for just a moment. One of the things that Brian and I learned in the 22 years of developing training programs and POS solutions is the importance of taking a holistic approach to solving your everyday problems. Many vendors look at POS as just a necessary evil, and they create nothing more than a glorified cash register with limited functionality. Throughout my career, I've heard pharmacies tell me over and over, well, I just, 90% of my business or 90+% of my business is prescriptions. I don't really need POS, or it's not that important. To which my response is always the same. Yes, but 100% of your transactions run through your POS system, and every single one of those transactions contains valuable data that can provide you invaluable insight that helps you improve profits, customer experiences, and patient outcomes. And while Climb is not about our products and services, it is important for you to know how our point of service philosophy has led us to be the first to market with every single major innovation in the pharmacy POS industry since the year 2000 when we started our solution. So we've forever changed how pharmacy management systems and POS systems share information. When your POS reminds you of the additional prescriptions available, regardless of the system provider, or that you just scanned a script for someone other than the patient already in the transaction. We did that years before anyone else. RMS created the interface standard that is used by everyone in the pharmacy industry today, including all of the chains. RMS pharmacies were the first in the nation, including the chains, to have electronic signature capture for all of the signatures required in pharmacy. We're the first to create a meds-to-bed solution that is used by countless hospitals around the country to improve patient outcomes and reduce costly 30-day readmittance rates. Adapting our meds-to-bed solution, we were the first to offer a curbside delivery solution for those pharmacies that don't have drive-through capabilities. Our patient counseling queuing feature allows pharmacies with counseling windows or counseling rooms to counsel after payment process and then still enter their counseling information. And the list goes on. Today, in between presentations, we will announce a few new and exciting solutions, so stay tuned for that. Now, our point of service philosophy allows you to assist your patients wherever they need assistance, whether it be at the counter, in the counseling room or counseling window, curbside, bedside, or at home. It drives our innovation and our never-ending commitment to making you the most profitable and customer-centric pharmacies in the industry. Now let's talk about Climb. What Climb is and what Climb isn't. And I'm going to start with what Climb is not. Climb is not about the RMS point of service product. Climb is not a one-time event. Climb is not just an event. Climb is an idea. It's a culture. Climb is a movement. It's a call to action. Climb is about progress. It's about moving forward. Climb is about informing you, helping you, and inspiring you to adapt, inspiring you to use data, the importance of data, inspiring you to use data and make incremental improvements to increase your bottom line, to improve patient outcomes and customer centricity. Today's Climb Summit is our latest innovation here at RMS, and it's the pilot episode to our new monthly Climb webinar series that begins in 3 weeks. On the second Thursday of every month from 8 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. Using a similar format as today, each Climb webinar will be somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour, and we'll have great content, great speakers, informative panel discussions with a focus on one of the tenets of Climb: care, lead, innovate, motivate, or balance. As members of one of the most trusted and respected professions on the planet, you care about your patients every single day. Climb is about caring. It's about taking patient care to another level, improving patient outcomes through more complete counseling, medication therapy management, disease state management, supplement recommendations to offset drug-induced nutrient depletion, and many other tools. In the coming months, Climb will include panel discussions with your peers sharing what works in their pharmacies. The care tenet of Climb is also about caring for your communities, something that is near and dear to my heart at RMS and something you do every single day in your profession. Climb is about leading your team by example, training your team for better patient care, teaching empathy, and inspiring them to be better versions of themselves. It's also about leading in your communities. You're part of the most respected profession in the world. Your leadership matters. Climb is about innovating your business processes, adopting innovative technologies, adapting and moving forward. With adversity comes opportunity. Climb will help you take advantage of new opportunities through innovating your business practices. Climb is about motivating your patients to take better care of themselves, motivating your team to be more patient-centric, and motivating your communities to work together. And Climb is about balance not only in your business, but also in your personal lives, because that's essential to your mental health and your success. Climb is a movement, and you've joined on the ground floor. And finally, Climb is a challenge to each of you to analyze your business practices and apply what you learn to improve your bottom line and the care of your patients. I'm thrilled to welcome you. And approximately about 3 hours from now, I hope you'll be telling everyone you know that they too need to join the Climb movement. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for all you do for your patients and your communities. And thank you for taking this exciting journey with us. We'll see you again in a little bit.